Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It's Monday, August 13th. Hope you're holding strong. As we've talked about, the market is in a bear mode right now, and there's some manipulation. It looks like there's some big sell-off to tank the market, get low prices. And as we've discussed in the past few videos, I believe that's when the institutional money is going to buy in. And like I said, they're not going to buy in at the highs. They're going to buy in at the lows. Because they're looking to make the most profit. And we already see all the big things that are gearing up to happen, guys, with Backed getting ready to launch in November, which is backed by Starbucks, Microsoft, and the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. And like I said, I believe one of the other catalysts will be the Bitcoin ETF decisions that will be made in September, because even though the Winklevoss Bitcoin ETF got disapproved, I believe the others will get approved. Maybe one or two. I don't think all of them, but I think even if we have one approved, it's going to be great. So don't worry with all the reds and the bottoming out here. Keep holding. Buy the dips if you can. This is not financial advice, but even if you don't buy anything, just keep holding, because the logic behind this is, why would you sell when the market's at the bottom? Just as if you invest in real estate, in stocks, in gold or silver, would you sell at the bottom of the market? No, you hold on until the market's back up and it hits a certain price that you can sell to make a good profit. So when that next big bull run starts, we will make some good profits, because it's going to be larger than last time, right? Than December 2017, because there's institutional money and a lot more folks getting into the market. And then we'll see the FOMO kick in again, but you got to be patient. Now, I talked about things happening despite the market being down. There's a lot. So let's go through here. There's a lot of Ripple news, XRP news coming out today. It's interesting. Things are still moving forward. So the first is Ripple has moved one step closer, and very closely. Decentralization milestone has been achieved. So I know the haters and the futsters, one of the things they go around saying is that, oh, Ripple is centralized and so forth and so forth. But they fail to even do their research and read about what Ripple has been doing all along. They have been transparent, putting a video out, putting a blog post, talking about their decentralization plan, and they've been going step by step. Well, currently the Ripple validator domination at 48%. Even a theoretical possibility of transaction censorship by Ripple is fully eliminated because it's below 50%. Transaction proposals can't be blocked anymore, and this is in thanks to BitThump and Coil. And just a quick note here, we talked a bit about this. Bitmain, which is a mining company based out of China, it controls a hash rate of network hash rate over 53%, and the same people who go around saying Ripple centralized, and yet Bitcoin is in this situation. So that's why you have to do your homework, research, and learn about what's going on. But this is news that was shared among the community guys, and even some other folks calling out, doing the comparison with Bitcoin, right? Excellent progress toward decentralization. 10 out of 21 validators for Ripple. This is comparable to Bitcoin if you compare the 3x main Chinese miners versus the rest of the world. That's what I'm talking about, guys. China, for the most part, controls Bitcoin. And this is what Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, has been saying for a while. But, you know, the haters will go around saying whatever. They don't base things on facts. I try to share facts with you guys, not pull stuff out of the air or make up stuff. And like I said, I hold, I've shared it in my portfolio many times. I hold XRP, Ripple XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So I have many different cryptos. I'm not against anything. I'm just here to make money. But you have the people who are religious, and they also, many are afraid of Ripple and XRP because of its potential, right? It's going to be used to disrupt cross-border payments, trillion-dollar industry. It's getting a lot of pickups on exchanges and pairings and so forth. And on that note, Cryptopay, which is a wallet service and an exchange, tweeted today, we'll be adding more features, updates, and improvements for purchasing Litecoin, Bitcoin, and XRP. Stay tuned for more details in the next few days. Follow us to make sure you don't miss this. So I'll keep following them. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates, but this is like I said, a crypto exchange and a wallet service in the UK, London. And we're seeing XRP being listed on more exchanges, being used as a base currency, and having more fiat pairing, which is great. And this is why I believe Coinbase will become irrelevant if they do not list XRP. I'm telling you guys, once the market starts rolling, and keep in mind the price of XRP, of where it's at, it's very affordable, right? Even if we were at the $3, the all-time high of $3.80, still very affordable compared to, you know, like a $10,000 Bitcoin, Ethereum over like $800, $900, whatever it is. Like I said, I hold those other cryptos, but I'm just being factual and giving you perspective here. So a win for, I think, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and XRP, but even so XRP, because we know Litecoin and Bitcoin have been listed on many exchanges already, right? Even Coinbase has all Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. They're just about to list Ethereum Classic. So XRP, we're seeing the movements, we're seeing the additions. This is a great sign. So the next big news, and this is pretty massive. So XRP has gotten listed on Netcoins, and this is a news that was reported today as well. So XRP is now available for purchase in over 21,000 plus retail locations. So let me give you some news here. With prices, okay, on the 13th of August, Mark Binns, the CEO of Netcoins, a virtual Bitcoin ATM provider for retail stores, announced they have listed XRP on their platform. This would mean that XRP will be easily available for purchase in the top countries like Canada, Europe, and Australia. Customers can purchase the coin at over 21,000 plus retail locations in the countries. In addition, the coin is now also available for immediate purchase on their over-the-counter OTC trading desk. Netcoins is a software developing firm which focuses on providing a convenient mode for customers to buy and sell cryptocurrencies and invest via brokerage services. Prior to the listing of XRP, the platform had listed Litecoin on their platform last week. So, like I said, great. Litecoin is available almost anywhere now with fiat pairing, but this is new grounds for XRP. So the haters out there, I don't know what they're going to say now, because Ripple's moving to full decentralization. They're getting listed with fiat pairing. They're being used as a base currency, which I think is big. A lot of Bitcoin's value comes from it being used as a base currency. People are using it to buy altcoins. And with it being listed as, with XRP being listed as a base currency, and because it's faster and cheaper to use, I believe people will start using that versus Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they're slower, right? You guys know the transaction times, and they're more expensive to use. So big news. Now this Netcoin news, I want to show you guys where it appeared as well, on NASDAQ.com. So think about the exposure here, right? This was published on NASDAQ as well, the press release. So remember, and it's under the news category. So remember the demographic and the folks who are reading on NASDAQ. I personally don't read on the NASDAQ, but a lot of investors do, a lot of wealthy folks and investment folks, because obviously it's a stock exchange, right? And they have their own website. So great exposure for XRP. All around great news. And the next news, more positive news, PLAAK. So let me give you a breakdown what PLAAK official here. What PLAAK is. The PLAAK family is excited to announce that Ripple XRP has now joined the PLAAK exchange. We welcome the Ripple community to PLAAK, and this user XRP Research Center says it's an Australian ICO-funded exchange in beta phase. Announced XRP pairings with the Australian dollar, BTC, ETH, and I'm not sure what this is. I apologize, but Ethereum, Bitcoin, and most importantly, fiat currency pairing, Australian dollars. It allegedly integrated the following services: payable crypto, freelance writing, e-market, payroll, and PMS, investment, healthcare. So what is PLAAK? PLAAK is an online platform providing blockchain-related services to its users. The PLAAK community is able to trade digital currencies, easily find freelance jobs and workers in their area, as well as access to private health insurance and their own medical records, no matter where they are in the world. One platform, one login, unlimited possibilities. So a big win here, guys. And here's the PLAAK's exchange Twitter homepage here. So another win for XRP. Look, they even right here they have this video, looks like here, just saying they're proud to announce that they're listed XRP. So do you guys see what's happening? Despite the market being down, things are still happening. New exchanges have launched. Exchanges are expanding. They're listing more crypto, fiat pairing, and so forth, right? Things are still moving because these people are not focused. They're not prisoners of the moment. They're looking long term. They know where this market came from, and they see the potential. They see who the players are. They see the institutional money lining up, Wall Street, banks, and so forth. So we know the governments are on board. They're not banning crypto. Crypto is here to stay. So they are moving ahead. And on that note, I talked about Bitcoin ETF earlier. Winklevoss, whose Bitcoin ETF got denied, Bloomberg reported here they are undeterred by Wall Street's slow embrace of crypto. So you guys know they own the Gemini exchange, and obviously they've been really hot and heavy about crypto. They've been in the space for a long time. They own a lot of Bitcoin, but they're still moving ahead. So let me give you guys some details here. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss are licking their wounds after Securities and Exchange Commission rejected their proposal for a Bitcoin-based exchange-traded fund last week for a second time, while demand has waned amid this year's plunge in the value of digital currencies and the reluctance exhibited by U.S. regulators. The twin brothers who operate Gemini Trust Co. Exchange say they are continuing to grow business even though most large Wall Street investors aren't on board yet. Now, that doesn't mean they're not coming, because we've seen Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs building out their crypto trading desks. These things don't happen overnight because, once again, we're talking about real companies, real businesses. They're not just, it's not going to be, okay, let's hire 20 people and get it rolling. They're going to hire the best. They're going to do a lot of testing, make sure their software, their services, they're going to do some research and so forth. But here's a quote here from Tyler Winklevoss. The Wall Street is taking cryptocurrency seriously. However, the vast majority of Wall Street firms are not participating in the cryptocurrency market, which remains primarily a retail-driven market, said Tyler Winklevoss, who serves as the chief executive of Gemini. This will change over time, but it will take time. So this is what we're talking about, you guys. And one of the, like I said, the catalysts I believe that will help drive more of these Wall Street firms in the market is the Bitcoin ETF, which the Winklevoss twins were trying to do. But there are other Bitcoin ETFs been put out there by the CBOE, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So I believe the SEC will rule positively in a direction, and I think that will help spark, once again, that bull run and people getting more interest. But like I said, we have to be patient. But I believe something's going to happen this fall. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future. But what I try to do is look at the facts and go off probability, right? And historically how the market has reacted, what type of manipulation has happened. And we are in a new frontier where there's, look at how many exchanges, look at the expansion, look at what Coinbase itself is doing with institutional money services, right? So we see all the facts. We see the stage being set. We just have to be patient. So I hope you guys continue to hold. Don't panic. We've seen historically, and some of these people have become memes where, their Twitter messages that they posted or Facebook gets screenshotted, and people look at them when they sold Bitcoin or Ethereum and so forth at very low prices because they were impatient. And then we know what happened after that. So guys, keep holding. Like I said in my other videos before, when the prices were a bit higher, I think I was saying it could go possibly lower because we're seeing a big sell-off, and I believe, like I said, some manipulation. They're trying to make this thing go as low as possible, and then you're gonna see the big money grab at the low prices, and then they're gonna pump it back up, and then the media is gonna jump back in it, and they're gonna start pumping it, and then the FOMO kicks in. Then your grandma is gonna ask again about what is Bitcoin, how can you invest in it. It's gonna start over again, guys. This is all about money, and these guys are all in it to make money. And like I said, look at the progress that's being made. even though the market's down, right? Businesses, exchanges, everybody's still moving ahead, So what do you guys think about this news with Ripple moving to that decentralization? We know that was their plan. So they're super close right now. And Cryptopay, right? Adding more improvements for purchasing Litecoin, Bitcoin, XRP. Netcoins, massive news. List XRP. PLAAK, the exchange here, listing Ripple XRP as well. So all great news. And the Winklevoss twins, they keep doing their thing. I hope they smarten up and list XRP, but I think they're close with the Coinbase group. And like I said, it goes back to Winklevoss and the Coinbase folks. They all own a whole bunch of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think one of the things is if you list XRP, people are going to buy it because it's a lower price. It's an actual company, has a lot of momentum and news about it, and they do a lot of marketing. So they would most likely not invest as much in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's just my theory. We've seen conversations and things around this. But anyway, what do you guys think about the news? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll talk to you guys later.